Hi guys, this is going to be a quick rundown on a camera we received from RunCam. Phoebe from RunCam contacted me a few weeks ago and asked if I would do a review and have a look at their camera and give them some feedback. So hence they sent me this camera out, and it's called the Sky. Now I think it costs around $39.99. You'd have to check the site for that. I will have a link in the description. And it's a 650 TVL metal case camera. So as you can see, it's a 3/4 inch Sony SuperHAD CCD camera. So the quality I'm expecting is going to be quite reasonable, and it's also running the 2.8mm wide angle lens. So that means you don't have to spend money on an additional wide angle lens, and it runs off 12 volts. Now the reason why I'm showing you the box is because the box on this thing is pretty impressive. So I will quickly show you what you get with it. So this is the actual camera. I'll get this out and show it to you. So that's what it basically looks like. You've got two connectors. The first one on this side is actually for your power and your video out, and the second one is basically the control interface that's got like a little joysticky type thing that controls it. And as you can see, it's got this mount here with two screws that hold it in place, and this can obviously be screwed into your multi-rotor or whatever it is that you're using it on. The footprint of this thing is pretty tiny, so it's a pretty impressive looking camera, that's for sure. So we'll see how that looks, but I'll show you what else you get with it. So besides the actual camera itself, what you also get with this is a servo connector, and this is really handy. So that allows you to basically power the unit and get video out from the camera. This is like your joystick interface for it. So I'm not sure how well you're going to see that, but let me get this the right way around. So you've got your up, down, and you've got your left and right, and obviously you can press. It's like a little joystick, this thing, that moves around, allows you to navigate through the menu. So not a bad little interface. And obviously your standard video cable, which we won't be using. So generally speaking, for FPV, you're going to use this cable to set it up, and you're going to basically plug this guy in like so. So there you go, it's actually plugged in. So that's basically the way it plugs in, and that's pretty much ready to go. So what we'll do now is basically cut to the video footage, and you can see what it's actually like. So on this particular day, it's a sort of an overcast day, very, very light cloud cover, almost like a misty type cover. And the camera seems to be handling the contrast quite well. If you sort of look up towards the top of the screen, you can see a contrail. And that contrail was barely visible. I was surprised it was actually there. It wasn't very, very apparent. So the camera was able to produce that light contrast change between the cloud cover and the light contrail. It seemed to handle that quite well. So that's probably one big plus for this camera, as far as it manages the light in that way. Now, as far as sharpness goes, look, I don't think it was as sharp as the last few cameras I've tried, the last few FPV cameras. Having said that, the last FPV camera I tried out, I did a review on, was an 800 TVL. Now this one's a 650 TVL, so that could be the reason. But having said that, look, it is performing quite well. The footprint size of this camera is quite small. So it's doing quite well. Now, I'm also transmitting the video signal, so it's going via 200 milliwatt transmitter. So this is the sort of thing you would expect to see if you were FPVing with it. Now up here, as I point up, I am pointing directly into the sun, and it's really quite bright there, and it seems to be handling this quite well. So what you may want to do is compare the footage from this camera to some of the other cameras that I've used, and have a look at them side by side and make your decision. But as far as the build quality, look, it looks quite good. I haven't tried it on an aircraft as yet, but I will actually try it on an aircraft and see how it actually goes. It seems to handle low light and bright sunlight and different contrast situations quite well. Probably the only thing I'm not too sure about at the moment is the sharpness of the picture, whether it's as sharp as the 800 TVL cameras that I've tried out. So anyway, hope you enjoy that. I'll have details for this camera in the description, and I will do some further tests a little later on, and I will post some videos. Thanks very much for watching, guys.